Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Ross Patterson Revolution! Brought to you by GhostBed.com.
There's a big heart, son, beating on the big people. I feel like I was just saved from a bus in Alaska, but I'm also dead inside. Like, I'm dead. I'm Christopher McCann. I'm dead.
Oh, like they grabbed you from the side of the mountain on one of those little...
I've got the blankie.
The helicopter
Yep.
thing
Yep.
where you, like, grab on.
But I'm going to die later.
And you're in the cot, and they kind of, like, bang you against the...
Gonna die later.
Yeah.
This phone, by the way, is just constantly going off all day long. Mm-hmm. All day long. I didn't understand it. We were filming. We've been filming all day.
Yes.
Special news show. Big celebrity. And I was unaware that there was going to be a sexual assault on me today. Until I finally opened up that phone and I saw that Ohio State got beat by Oral Roberts in the first round. You can stop texting me wondering where I'm at. I'm in Los Angeles, okay?
Yep.
City of Angels.
I actually wasn't supposed to be here, but I had to do a welfare check on you.
Yeah.
Because a bunch of people were texting me, messaging me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And they're like, have you talked to Ross? And I was like, no, what's up? You need to do a welfare check. So I found you here in the corner.
Yeah.
In the cold, shivering.
Yep.
With a blanket.
Yeah.
And I was like, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Yeah, buddy, check.
Buddy, check. You okay?
No.
And you're
the
like,
answer's
I'm
no.
not okay.
So when you're a 2 seed in a basketball tournament like that, and you're playing a 15 seed, it's a guaranteed win. Point spread is usually 16 to 18 points. You don't even have to watch the game, right? So today I was like, I'm filming. What time's the Ohio State game on? Kidding. Don't care. They're gonna win. So don't really care.
Right? You didn't even pop it on even for a second. Not to look at the score, nothing.
Nothing. Not one single second of the day. And then all of a sudden my phone starts melting down as if OJ killed 2 more people again.
Right.
And they were like, hey, you're not going to believe this.
Right.
I was like, oh, my God. If we're in Los Angeles, did OJ kill more people?
That would be the only other thing that you would be like equivalent to that.
Yeah. No. And then it turns out that Ohio State lost to an all-Christian school named Oral Roberts. Still don't know where that's at, by the way. But with the memes rolling in, I am aware that Joel Osteen, who I also hate on this show, is their most famous alumni. So that's a fun thing. And then they held a prayer circle at midcourt after winning the game. So Jesus was on their side.
Well.
Yep.
So are you a believer now?
I don't know. This city's so bad. Just bad things happen here.
I don't know.
Bad things happen.
It's gorgeous.
Is it? I'm chilly. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the loss.
Yeah.
It's the hot. It was hot earlier, and then it's kind of it's chilly now.
Or maybe you're tired. I get cold sometimes when I'm tired.
Not tired.
Your muscles just like can't handle.
Yeah, I'm not tired. I'm drinking. So as you know, we're doing the seltzer company right now. In the midst of all of it, I'm trying all of the seltzers because we're dialing in the last batch, right?
Right.
So in 2 weeks, we get cans shipped out to the office for our final approval on taste, calories, percentage. Jacking it up to 8, by the way. That's some breaking news.
You have to.
We're jacking up to 8. We're going the full Ocho on this. That's the max they'll allow us to do it in like a grocery store. So we're going the full 8s. But anyways, everybody was like, oh, if you're in Los Angeles, they're doing a fun, flirty can release for Cactus Jack. It's your boy.
Who's my boy?
The Kardashian one who knocked up the
Kardashian one who knocked up the littlest one.
Who's the littlest one who's got that baby?
Tyga?
No, the other one.
No.
Travis
Scott.
The other black rapper who, Kanye? No. Yes, Travis Scott. There we go. Travis Scott. Okay.
Yes.
There we go. So he's got one, and this is literally like overnight they made this thing because his McDonald's campaign blew up.
Yeah.
And this is a fun one because Giorgio is hip to the rap world as well. I'm well versed in it, obviously. When they did the McDonald's one, I asked Giorgio, I said, what'd they do for that? What'd they do for the Cactus Jack special there, you know?
Right.
Giorgio said they just put barbecue sauce on one of the cheeseburgers, and that was kind of it.
Well, you know what my special would be at McDonald's?
Bologna and
No, they don't have bologna.
pieces of
They
bread.
don't have bologna.
Okay.
So obviously it wouldn't be bologna. That's my last meal if I'm on death row.
Okay.
Different.
Yeah.
Different. But it'd be a cheeseburger with sweet and sour sauce. So just the... Has anyone ever tried this?
No.
Okay. So the cheeseburger, just a flat one, single,
Yep.
almost like in the kids' meal.
Yep.
Get the sweet and sour sauce. Dipsy. Poughkeepsie. Dipsy. Very good. Weirdly good.
Are we talking sweet and sour from like an Asian
For the
restaurant?
nugget. No, for the nuggets.
Oh, well, they have that. They have that. They've got the Szechuan. It's a magic sauce. It always sells out.
Nope. So here's what I'm telling you, and
Okay.
I need you to actually listen.
Yeah.
So I need you to actually listen.
Sure.
Not sort of listen.
Sure.
Actually listen. So
Yeah.
you get the sweet and sour that goes with the nuggets.
Right, the Szechuan.
Nope. It's sweet and sour sauce.
They have
Have
two?
you never had sweet and sour? I mean,
From
who am I?
McDonald's?
Am I fucking insane? From McDonald's.
No.
Sweet and sour. So you can get honey mustard, you can get barbecue, you get sweet and
I'm
sour.
gonna
And sweet
have
and
to
sour
adjust
is
my glasses.
sweet and sour is old school. So that's like what I would get as a kid with. Okay.
My anus is ripped open and a baby is coming out of it, and I'm mid-transition.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the sweet and sour sauce in McDonald's.
Okay. You can look it up if you
What the fuck
want.
is going on today?
You can look. You can
What
look
is
it up
going
if
on
you
today?
want.
I'm going to.
Okay.
Jesse?
So you get the hamburger. You
Okay.
can get a twosie because it's not a double quarter pounder. It has to be the most like white trash, the flattest, whatever, and you dip that in sweet and sour. You may have to try it tonight.
Look, there's
I
some,
may have to introduce
there's
you.
some people here. Is that real? Is that a real thing? Sweet and
Guys,
sour
I mean,
sauce.
please. Yes.
I'm gonna.
I mean, they're like, what do we say here? Is this a fucking? I mean, am I insane?
I'm looking at it and it doesn't look real. I mean, it's there, but I've never seen it, and I've never even seen this package. I've eaten a McDonald's. Look, I've been a McDonald's fan since day one, right?
I just don't even feel like I know you.
I don't feel like I know myself anymore.
Wow.
Oh,
So
why is it
anyways,
so cold?
for anyone listening who has lived in the world,
What
try
the
that one
fuck
out.
is this, dude?
Try
All
that
right,
one out.
Hang on. I'm looking at them here. Best McDonald's dipping sauces ranked. Okay? Yeah, there's the sweet and sour. But it's like,
For me, it's at the top.
well, we're going to find out. So out of all 7 sauces ranked here, this is according to Thrillist. That's
What a fucking dumbass article that
big-
someone had to write.
signature sauce is number 7. I don't know what that is.
Now that I will say I don't know. Is that just like the?
It's
Oh.
they got ranch at number 6.
Yeah, because their ranch isn't good.
Oh, it isn't?
No.
Okay. Haven't had
If
the
it
ranch
was just
there.
ranch, the proverbial ranch, then yes, it would be. But
No need.
McDonald's ranch is the worst.
Tangy barbecue at 5. I've never had that either. I know they have barbecue sauce, but I've never got it. Sweet,
the first
sweet
step.
and sour is at 4 here on this list.
Yeah, you bet your ass. Now who's
Oh,
first?
wait. Okay, this is for you. The first line of this says, "To be frank, probably only on nuggets, sweet and sour sauce."
So, you're welcome. I'm actually showing you that that's not true.
But that's 4. Honey mustard is 3. Yes, I love their honey mustard. Or their hot mustard. Yeah, yes, I enjoy that. Spicy buffalo. I've heard about it. There's no
Yeah.
need to dip my nuggets into it. I can't get down on that
A
life.
cold, hot buffalo sauce is probably the worst.
And then
That
they've-
always has to be warm.
They've got honey mustard at 1, and that's where I'm going, hombres. I love their honey mustard. I've always been a fan of it. And they're one of the best in the biz as far as fast food restaurants. Doing a honey mustard. I don't even like Chick-fil-A's honey mustard. I'd rather use a McDonald's honey mustard any day of the week with my nugs on that nug life than a Chick-fil-A honey mustard. But the sweet and sour I've never even seen before. And according to this article, you wouldn't even use it for anything other than the nuggets on the menu at a McDonald's.
No, I'm here to tell you that's not true.
Jesse, this is
Get
gross.
yourself a nugget. Get yourself a cheeseburger.
Yep.
Classic, boring, flat,
Ugh.
filled with sawdust and rat poop.
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah,
love
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Love every second of it.
Man, that is. Look. It looks gross too from the pictures. I can't believe it. I almost can't believe this exists in the world.
Wow.
Contains wheat and soy, and those are in big words there. That's not what I think of when I think of sweet and sour, wheat and soy.
Yeah, but
Yeesh.
McDonald's plays fast and loose with
Yeah,
ingredients.
I guess they do.
That's for sure.
I
That's
feel like
for
a
sure.
real dummy. And I'm sure if you're watching on YouTube right now, you're in the comments just burying me because I don't know what this is. However, according to Thrillist,
Right.
this is only 4 on their top 7 dipping sauces. So, yeah, I think here's the reason I don't know. Like, thinking about this out loud, besides the nuggets, I don't use a sauce on anything else in McDonald's. And the only sauce I've ever used is honey mustard because it was so great. I don't even want to take the risk. I don't want to get barbecue in my mouth with a nugget and be like, God damn it, I know what that tastes like. Because I don't
Right.
want that living with me forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've only gone honey mustard for the nuggets ever. Like, that's it.
It's a
I've never
sad
put it on the
life.
sandwich either, and I love the McChicken sandwich. I love that $1 McChicken sandwich like no one's business. And it's just a squirt of mayo and
Sure.
maybe three like tiny strips of lettuce.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And you're out the door, and you're like, the fucking mayonnaise is hot. Like, should I be eating this?
Oh, a hot mayo?
Yes, that's always a debate too. And everybody's like, I don't like that sandwich. It's got a hot mayonnaise. I don't trust it. I was like, well, fuck. I'll eat it. Like,
Hot mayo would be a good band name.
yeah, it used to be my band name.
Does he want this chair?
What's going on?
No, I'm just saying. Does
Oh,
he want
yeah,
this
we
chair?
got some guests here. Do
you want
the
this chair?
You can even sit there if you want. You don't
can
have
grab
to stand
this.
up if you want. Come on in, Giorgio. We're in L.A., Giorgio. You can do whatever you want here. Come on in there. There's Papa G.
Oh. Do
There's
people
Papa
know what
Gino.
your pants look like? Okay, I
Oh,
think
shit, he got new jeans.
I think it's important to say that he has jeans. They zip up.
We've
Oh!
got some guests, and he had to get some jeans. That
He
zip.
had to.
Look, we
he
have
wanted to be professional. I appreciate it.
We have a very important guest, and we're doing another show that's new, and I don't think he wanted to be in front of his hero. There's a brand new jeans that Giorgio got. Actually, the RPR listeners donated and got him jeans.
Isn't that sweet?
Look at that. And he got some jeans.
Little do they
look
know.
nice.
Little do they know. He rich.
Yeah.
He just spends all his stuff on equipment.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
he's just such a selfless
It's nice.
little great producer.
Yeah. Just
He
a great
couldn't
little
even
man.
he couldn't even afford jeans even though he rich.
Proud of you, Giorgio.
We're proud of you.
You said that with a lot of sweet and sour sauce on that.
Yeah.
On that last one.
We also have Araceli.
Yep.
Chelly.
What's up, Araceli?
She's
She was like, hey, I'm going to bring some food today. She's super Mexican.
boss move.
And she brought Mediterranean. So, way to use the
Yeah, 'cause
skin
she
tone
knows-
for another race.
She knows good food.
We're in L.A. The Mexicans great here.
Yeah, but you don't want you don't want a heavy Mexican dish
That's true.
before you're
I don't.
Do you know what I mean? It's a very delicate balance when you're filming of what you can eat because you don't want salad go right through you.
But whenever somebody
other things.
says, hey, I'm bringing you food and it's a thing or whatever, you assume they're up all night, they're cooking it themselves, and it's a part of their heritage because they want to show some pride.
I never assume that.
I do. It's like
people
I
said-
want to show some pride.
If people call when they're driving here and they say, "What food do you want?" You assume that they've brought you a.
I assume her mom was up all night clapping flautas, tortillas, bacon.
This, if
you
your
know,
mom
just
hears this, son of a biche, right?
tell her to pop this on and just ask her if I'm doing this right. Just flautas,
He stole that from me,
tortillas,
by the way.
and all of the things like.
Pretty much every joke.
Let me know, because when I popped in, I was like, oh, and I tried the first chicken. I was like, oh, this is not typically as spicy as the Mexican I enjoy in L.A.
That was salmon.
Yeah, I know. It turns out it wasn't Mexican at all. It was
Yeah, that
salmon.
was
I had a
salmon.
mouthful of fucking salmon that I thought was some spicy fajita. Nope, salmon. It was like right out of a fucking stream in Alaska. Could have got that myself. But, that's love.
But you didn't.
Nah, it's fine. It's when people make
She had to bring
dishes
it.
and they're like, oh, man, I'm cooking. And she said it with an accent and had a tilde on the end of it. I'm cooking. And I was just
She
like,
never
oh,
said
sweet.
she was cooking.
She said, I'm bringing dishes. And I was like, all right, sweet.
She did
Well,
say she's bringing dishes.
We're getting a Mexican fiesta here. I might take a siesta in the afternoon.
But she's
after
a
eating it.
professional woman. She's a gal about town.
Right. And then it's Mediterranean that shows up. And it was just like, wrong.
Did you want anything else?
I loved it.
She actually brought it for Giorgio because before we found out he was Mexican, he actually was
Greek, yeah.
Greek,
Yeah.
but I guess that's not right either.
Who
Look,
cares? Who
we
cares?
know all about
Look, man.
every culture.
We're pretending
Cultura.
To just look past everything these
Yep.
days. Like Joe Biden
Right?
falling down the
I
stairs.
hate an agave
I know.
taste, dude.
When I hate to trash this on air, the cacti, it's fucking terrible. But
Do we
I don't
do we
care.
have
After
any
Ohio State loss, I don't care.
Do we have any allegiance to them? Are you
To Cactus Jack,
bros
I don't.
with?
I don't.
Okay, then why
I
not?
haven't hung out with Travis Scott in a
And
while.
look, we're not trashing it. There are some people that love that agave taste, that like burnt honey or whatever it is,
Yeah, that sour,
And you
sweet
would
and
love
sour
it.
on a cheeseburger.
and you would love it.
Oh, that's really getting the back of my.
Dude, when you try sweet and sour on a burger tonight, you are going to eat your words
Maybe.
and 20 burgers.
But
Yep.
again, we're just pretending things don't happen here. Welcome back to LA. The ghetto birds are out, dude.
we don't hold for airplanes
We
here.
don't hold for airplanes here. We keep the show going, just like Joe Biden. You know, you fall down once, you get back up, and you try again, and then you try again, and then you try again, and then you keep falling, and then you try one more time, and then you eventually get in that plane and get the fuck out of there. Why was a 78-year-old man running up flights of stairs like he was running into the first tower of 9/11? Like, he was going so fast. I was like, you're not saving any lives, Joe, in that plane.
Right, but like there is this, it feels like there's this, he wants to show people that he's fine, right? He wants to show people that he's spry. So he does these things sometimes that you're just like, bro, no, you can go slow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you can take time before you answer to think instead of just being like, come on, man,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So I think that was him being like, I'm good. I still have a pep in my step.
No, he's not good. They're going to show that forever. If SNL still had any balls, but that show fucking sucks, Jason Sudeikis would be playing Biden just rolling down the stairs over and over again.
Right.
And look, I feel bad, and I said this before the election started. I really didn't want to fucking joke about Joe Biden's health or any of that
Yeah.
shit because he's 78 fucking years old.
Yeah.
But this is what we were going to get. If Trump had fallen down those stairs,
Sure.
holy Christ.
Which
Holy
is the only
Christ.
reason why I can be kind of okay with it. And also, I was talking to our friend that they're trying to say he doesn't have any problems. So, like, if they admit it in some way, then you're like, oh, sad. But
Yeah.
and then you compare it to Trump and how they would treat him. So you're kind of like, all right, are all bets off for me, even personally as a person? I know all bets are off politically, right?
For all of us. They are. They all bets are
Okay.
off for all of us, by the way.
Okay, I
So-
still can't do it.
If you're on the fucking no, but if it depends on what side you're on and whether or not you can get away with jokes and everything else. So it's like, shit, man. I'm just gonna say what the fuck I want, and whatever happens at this point. Like me,
Sure.
I was not too proud to wear a little bunkie, a little boo boo on my shoulders here because I'm a little
A
chilly.
little lovey.
Yeah, I was like, oh, let me grab my bunkie and my shawl.
Let me get my
Where's my
lovey.
Werthers? Let me clutch my Werthers.
Yeah.
I'm cold.
But it had to be done, huh?
Had to be done. And
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. And it's live to, whoever is cut through the shadow ban and the algorithm of YouTube and is able to
Sure.
watch it
Sure.
right now. God, I'm not digging this. And it keeps tasting worse, but I've got to block out the pain. And that's what drinking is.
Because this is all, and look, the
When
packaging, I love, and this is what I
lose.
was saying with a matte.
Yeah, no.
So that's a matte
I get
finish,
it.
which I'm a sucker for anything that's a matte finish, right? If I walk by anything and it's not shiny, that's what I want.
All right, that was, let me try and pop open this lime.
Oh, okay. Keep going. Keep trying it. Keep trying.
When Ohio State loses to a 15 seed, I want all the drinks. Just give me all the drinks. Because why not? You know what I'm saying? 6 a.m. flight this morning.
Yeah.
Not good for the big guy, obviously, who goes to sleep around 4.
Sure.
Get on the Planier West. Am I saying that right in Spanish, Araceli? Planier, is that plane? Spanish for plane? Avion. There we go. Ah,
What did he say?
pretty close.
Did you say it?
it's fine.
Yeah.
Yep. Planier.
Oh, yeah.
Can I tell you why I did it? I'll tell you why I did it. This is a really funny story, actually. Mike Boscovich, shout out to Mike Boscovich. Drinkin Bro came down, helped me with the house, all that stuff. He comes down, and the guy who was demoing the floors was Mexican, did not speak a lick of English, right? Everything we said to him, I was like, hey, man, can you put this, no say, right? And I was like, all right, cool, man. Fuck.
You guys.
I don't know. So here's the thing.
Uncomfortable.
This is a true story, though. It's a true story. So Mike and I have our phones out, and we're looking up words to tell him of where things go and what we're doing and all that stuff, right? So finally, because of the flood and it ruined all the first floor, we had to eventually just start putting things in the garage, right? It was the only place that was dry because they had cut that out. So it was dry, so we had to put things in the garage. So he's looking at me, and he's like, what do I do with the thing, you know? And I was like, garage. And he's just like, no, I can't, no say. I don't know.
And you know what it is. You're going to say it in 1 second,
Hang on.
not
So
right now.
finally, Mike and I, because we had said the word garage so many times, we had to say it throughout the evening. I was like, motherfucker, I'm just going to Google translate this thing. Garage is it. You're going to tell me that you don't speak any English and garage and garage? It's the same goddamn word. It's the same way. If I had a lisp, it would be the same. Like, you would have known he should have known what that is. He just didn't want to fucking lift the goddamn table is what happens. So,
okay.
Garage, motherfucker. Like, come on, dude. I'm trying my best. I'm just a dumb white man in this world trying to do my best out here. Garage. He looked at me like I was speaking fucking Japanese.
And you pointed too.
Garage.
You pointed.
Garage. It's just garage.
Ceiling?
Everything's in shambles. Yeah. Water everywhere.
Floor?
Garage. I'm just trying to save my stuffed animal for my child. Garage. Nothing. No say. Look it up. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Oh, it's garage. Oh, okay, cool. You didn't get that one? You didn't? Oh, boy. You just didn't want to lift the fucking kitchen table. It's cool. It was a heavier table, but now that's ruined. We could have just thrown it in the fucking backyard, lit it on fire, and been on about our day. You know what I'm saying? Garage, if you're out there. Spanish for garage.
Is there another word for it?
Nope. Exactly. Nothing. There's nothing else there in the Spanish dictionary. So.
Anyways, good for him. And by the way, if he was doing it just to fuck with you, bless him.
And that's what you know what?
Bless him.
I'm glad you said that.
I love you wherever you are. Yeah. You're awesome.
By the way, I'm glad you said that.
Yes.
Because Mike and I went back inside the house with his exact same thing. I go, hey, man.
And I love that shit.
If he was just totally fucking with us, bravo. Like, that's amazing, too. Where it's just like, oh, all right.
And you're pointing.
Fuck these two white people.
You keep pointing, and he looks up, down.
Yeah. No.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm just.
Then I'd be like, dude.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would have been on his side.
There was a couple words though that like still stuck with me, because I was fluent as a child. But once you don't do it anymore, like.
I mean, but you weren't fluent.
I was.
I mean, but you weren't.
Problem was, I was fluent by like fifth grade.
There's no way.
And then I skipped all the classes, and Daddy didn't have to do a lot because of how brilliant I was. And it's like riding a bicycle. Once you stop, you fall down flights of stairs over and over again. But with
bicicleta?
Yes. So bicicleta was brought up because it was like, that's super close as well. I was like, he's not going to understand what the fucking bike is. But I knew one thing, because Jess, you got a dumpster out there. Mm-hmm. Basura. Like, I still remember that. Basura means garbage, right? And all of our shit was garbage at that point because it was soaking wet. So I was just like, basura. And he probably got sick of that. To be honest with you, he was like, man, fuck.
Fluent as a kid.
Garage.
Fluent, you guys. You could have dropped him right in the middle of
all
Mexico, and he would have been taken in as if he was their own, right?
Yep.
Fluent, you guys.
Yep. Just give me a guitar. I could have joined a little tiny mariachi band.
A guitarra?
But with Biden.
Would you toca?
Would I toca his La Guitarra? No, dude.
Okay.
He needs to toca his way home to Delaware and get out of there. I don't know what's going to come. I have a feeling like, I wish it was like a cutaway cam, like the Sister Jean cam on the fucking Loyola Chicago game today. And I didn't watch it. I know they probably cut away to that 101-year-old lady 80 times. I wish it was a cutaway cam to Kamala Harris when that happened. She was probably just like, oh,
I think they do have.
Yes. Well, Joe, get up faster, you fuck. Get up faster, and just like, oh.
I think they do have a shot of her, and she's just like
Oh, clutching her pearls?
I think kind of. Either that or somebody cut it like that. But
I don't know.
Crazy. Is it a metaphor for his entire political career?
Well,
because it was a 3Z, right?
So it was a 3Z, yeah.
So I tried it.
But there was another president who
tried
did
it, lost, and then I finally got to the top.
I like it.
You're welcome.
There was another president that was infamous for falling downstairs, and it was Gerald Ford. And back in the day, Chevy Chase played him and would just on SNL and would fall down everywhere and it was one of the most famous characters in SNL history, and it was great.
Comically,
no one will do that now.
Yeah.
No one will do that now because they're like, oh no. It was like when he was stuttering on the campaign trail, and they called it a stutter, and they were like, oh, it's not dementia, it's a stutter. He's had that since he was a boy. What? I'm sorry? So when he pops out on crutches, are they going to say that he had polio? Oh, he said that as a boy. He said polio as a boy. Never cured it. Never got the Jonas Salk vaccination.
Right.
Never cured that. He just gave him two little sticks to walk around and do his thing. How many times has that motherfucker been in an air cast in the last 2 months?
Yeah.
3 times. The dog bit him. He broke his ankle trying to avoid the dog. They sent the dog away, and they were like, oh, that'll solve all the worries. Nope. Full flight of stairs up to Air Force One.
Yep.
At this point, let's just get in a swing where they kind of pull you up out of the water like Goose in Top Gun. You know, like a dead goose where it's just like, man, we're just going to pull him up. Just sit in a little pouch.
That's how you got here today, actually.
Yes.
Yeah, and they gave you a little bunkie.
I got a little bunkie out here.
Little bunkie.
But there's a bunch of fun, flirty things going on here, Jabes, in Los Angeles.
Is there?
The rental car sitch was not one of them, however, today, by the way.
That wasn't fun and or flirty?
I knew that L.A. was bad, and everybody was like, look, whatever you guys are doing out in Texas is all fucked up, man. Wait till you get to L.A. You're going to have to wear that mask like you're a fucking pit bull, a wild pit bull. We got to keep something on your beak the whole time so you don't get out of control.
Yeah.
Sure enough, I go to get the rental car at Hertz. R.I.P., obviously, Nicole Brown Simpson, OJ, those Hertz commercials back in the day. I go to get the rental car at Hertz, and I will never stop thinking about that. Sorry, but when I get there and I get out, I took a picture of it. They were like, sir, we can't give you the receipts. We can't give you the receipts. She's behind the thing, and I don't understand what the fuck she's saying. She's got a mask on. They've got a plexiglass boundary thing there, and I'm like, why can't I have the receipt? You know, you get that booklet. It's like a brochure for a junior college.
Yes.
So I was like, where's the booklet? I gotta turn this in for the insurance. Where's the booklet? And they were like, oh, we don't do that. It's the COVID. It's the COVID out here. And I was like, oh, what the fuck are we gonna do? Does your phone work? Well, I mean, yeah, my phone works. Does it have enough battery? Yeah, it does. Great. You're gonna have to pull it up on email. Don't roll your window down. Leave your mask on and press your ID against the glass. Swear to God, and that's how we checked out of the...
In your car or in the...
In the car.
Yeah.
So I had to put my mask on in the car, leave the window up, press the phone against the glass, and then the ID next to it, like I'm some fucking street mime trying to tell him, oh my God, here's where the staircase is. Mm-hmm. And that's how I got out of there. And I was like, what the line was like 40 minutes long. Giorgio, how long did you have to wait? Like, I felt bad.
You know what I appreciate, and it makes me feel good about when this is done because you will not have been brainwashed in any way. So it's amazing to me that after this much time, excuse you, you little party girl. You little party girl, I spilled already.
Ooh, good thing I have my shawl on.
It's amazing to me that you're still, even after all this time, you know, it's like you still stayed true to yourself, and you're still so surprised every time you have to do something that everyone's been doing for a year. Do you know what I mean? It makes me feel good that you haven't succumbed to the, you know what I mean, to the brainwashing, to the Stockholm, which is what I have. I'm like, oh yeah, sure. And I just like do it. And I'm like, oh, that's fine. And so when we are done with it, it's going to actually take longer for me to be deprogrammed. Whereas it's like the first time every time, huh?
Well, here's the thing.
It's like you've never even heard of a mask before.
It's not that. This is the first time that I've ever been asked to wear a mask inside my car.
Inside my car with the window up and their window
press my ID against the windshield and then my phone against the driver's side door just to get out of like, are we doing other things? Like it was like, what the fuck are we doing here? And the guy's like trying to, zap a laser onto the barcode through the glass and the other thing. And I'm pressed up. I'm just like, no say, good eye. I didn't know what the fuck to do.
Oh, you were trying to get out of the garaje,
That's
though.
all I was trying to do is get out of the fucking garaje today, dude.
Boom.
And I said that because he was Spanish. He understood me through the window.
So you're fluent, just like you were when you were a
garaje.
When you were a child.
Garaje.
You're back to being fluent in Spanish.
Yes. Get me out of the fucking garaje, hombre. And dude.
Yeah.
No, pressed up against the glass, all fucking weird and everything. Then I'm 40 minutes late to pick these guys up, and they're just like, Jesus Christ, did you build the car yourself?
Yeah.
What happened? And I was like, nah, man, it was just COVID. You get it. It's LA or whatever, blah, 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 right?
Right.
So we rent this lovely place here in downtown Los Angeles.
It is quite lovely.
To shoot the shows, right?
Profesh.
Very nice, right? But to beat the COVID sitch, we're in a horrific neighborhood.
Right.
Where 4 people have said, can you walk me to my car?
Yeah.
Would you mind walking me to my car?
Men even. Dudes.
Hey, guy. Yeah.
Hey, bud.
Yeah.
Can you walk me to my car? It's that
Grown-ups.
bad. Yeah.
But the reason why we did it, we got some celebrity guests who were like, hey, man, I don't want to get swabbed.
Yeah. No.
Pod and swab is what they were calling them. We don't want to get pod and swabbed. And I was like,
What's pod and swab?
Podcasting and swabbing, dude.
Podding and swadding, dude.
Yes, pod and swab. And I was like, all right, cool, man. No, we don't have to do that. And when I walked in today, because we're in such a shitty area, the guy was like, oh, man, yeah, you can do whatever you want. I don't give a fuck. I was like,
beautiful.
Yo.
Love to hear it.
Yo.
Music to your ears, right, Ross?
yes, my people, dude. Because I got
Do
off
whatever you want.
I got off that flight. I don't wear a mask very often, but when I do, super chapped lips, broken out, on my nose, the whole thing. That's probably why I'm cold right now.
Yeah, you're probably getting.
I feel like my lips have that the Alive thing. Who are all those people who died in the Andes in that movie Alive?
The Donner Party?
No.
Oh, no.
No, it was the soccer team, right? It was a soccer team in Argentina. The movie was
What?
called Alive, and they had to eat each other. Cannibals.
That was.
Cannibals had to eat each other in Alive.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, I've got the same frostbite on my lips
Sure.
where it was like, I'm fucking cold and I have no food. I'm going to eat somebody. That's the litness that I have going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not amped about it. I know the Rees. Not amped about it.
You know the what?
The Rees.
That's so weird to breathe.
Yeah, well, I
That's
breathe
so
the Rees.
weird to breathe,
I breathe
dude.
the Rees. And I wasn't amped about it. And now I'm applying Blistex 4000 to my lips where it's got nitroglycerin or something to inject inside. It feels weird. It's a beautiful day in LA, and I'm walking around and just kind of licking my lips like a crackhead.
Right.
But it also fits the scenery where we're at.
Yeah, and you need to actually walk out with that blanket.
If I walked out like this blanket, I would
Chap
fit
lips.
right in with everybody else.
Go sit on a bench.
Drinking this.
Chop it up. Chop it up. Have some fun with the locals, with the locals.
Hey, guys.
Just say, don't hassle me, I'm local, right?
Yeah. Don't bother, all right? That's my box. It's my box.
Do you wear that to the restaurant tonight? I guess this is what everybody does around here, huh?
What restaurant? Let's just go to Papa John's. I'll get 3 pizza boxes and I'll sleep on the curb later, Tie that around my shit.
Sounds good.
Like the Papa. The Papa. Speaking of which, we got some sponsors who pay for this fucking show to be on.
We do.
Here. My computador, Espanol, is, it's dead. How do you say that in Spanish, Araceli?
Está
muerta. Dia de las Muertas. It's the Day of the Dead here, so this computer's
Right.
dead. However, I know the ghost bed codes for sure.
He was fluent.
Was fluent for a real brief sitch.
Fluent. Isn't that
Real
crazy?
brief,
Completely
time.
fluent for a very brief
Very,
moment.
very, very brief time.
Gosh, I've never heard of that happening. Carry on.
Ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. 40% off bundle packages, which is nice. You can cozy up in one of those just like me today. Another helicopter.
Don't hold.
That's 2 murders
Don't hold
today.
for the-
If
don't
you're at
hold for
home
the
and you're like,
helicopter.
hey, man, how many times have people gotten murdered today? That's twice. That's 2 murders today.
You can at least count 2, if not more.
Dose for my Espanol listeners. Ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. It's going to give you a hell of a deal. 40% off with a bundle package. And what you do, you got to get that adjustable base and then the mattress, right? Or you can get 30% off of every single item if you get it separately, or, you know, if you want sheets or just pillows by itself, or you just need something for the stairs, you know, a cover. Just a cover for the staircase in your house in case you fall and slip on something. You can go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today and just put in the promo code Drinkin Bros at checkout and you get 30% off there, which is rad. Or you can buy a mattress singularly, use that with a 30% discount, and then take a picture of it, put it on Instagram, tag Ghostbed, and then put a little hashtag Ross Patterson Revolution on there, and then
There you go.
Rich Bernstein's going to send you 2 free pillows.
Which you need. You cannot have the mattress without the pillows,
Oh,
guys.
you
Don't be a
can't.
terrorist.
You can't. Look at that. We got a fun, flirty motorcycle back there.
Guys.
Stunting like my daddy.
I love living in the city.
Go to ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros today, where, as always, they got a 36-month pay-as-you-go program, no interest there, and you can fucking couple damn deals together with ADAT discounts. Ghostbed.com/Drinkin Bros. Who do we got next, Japes?
We got Hello Tushy.
Yeah.
What's going on with that butthole? Okay, so this is a bidet. Do you remember back in the day when you would back in the bidet?
Yeah, back in the bidet.
When you would, you're welcome. When you would hear people had a bidet, or they would do like Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, and they had like bidets, and it was like so weird you couldn't figure out what exactly that would be like.
Yeah.
All right, so Hello Tushy has brought that into the whatever century we're in. Is it 18th?
Nah, not even close.
You
Japes.
look like it with the
I know,
blanket.
my shawl.
Anyway, so it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy. You can wrap your mind around what it's gonna do. It's easy to install.
Yep.
It goes on top. It looks like very modern, right?
Yeah.
Wood knobs with like a matte teal,
Yeah.
right, or a black or a gray.
Very sexy.
But anyways, you're gonna clean that butthole.
Yep.
Right. It's gonna spray up into the butthole. You can clearly see what's gonna happen. It's not intimidating at all.
No.
Spray up into the butthole. Then it's gonna clean itself. So you don't even have to worry about that. You never have
Yeah.
to wipe that shit.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yep. Nailed it.
Nailed it. Boom. And every Hello Tushy bidet attachment comes with 60-day risk-free guarantee. Right?
Yeah.
So you're going to install it. We're going to try it.
I already did. Look, it was easy
Yeah,
for me to
yeah.
install.
But I'm just saying, like,
dummy.
pour a
I'm
Hemplo.
a dummy.
Pour a
I'm no
Hemplo.
Jesus. I'm not a carpenter. You know?
Anyways, Hello Tushy. If
Yeah.
you don't have a bidet, I don't really know what you're doing, because you're old school, just wiping your butt with toilet paper
Yeah.
and not really cleaning your butthole and then throwing, like, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? And then flushing that down the toilet and then not being able to find toilet paper.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure what you're doing with your life. But anyways, our listeners can go to hellotushy.com/revolution for 10% off, plus free shipping. Get 10% off plus free shipping and get your butt clean at hellotushy.com/revolution. hellotushy.com/revolution.
Revolution. There you
Not
go.
revolution.
No.
I know.
No.
That would have been
Say
confusing.
That code one more
Well,
time.
it would
There
have
you
been
go.
confusing,
Say that code
right?
one more time for the people.
hellotushy.com/revolution.
There you go. Because you had a bad day.
Oh,
Take it
nice.
out. Yeah. Get that stuck in your fucking head the rest of the day. Or life. Every time you hear that song at the dentist or at the grocery store, and you had a bad day.
Do you remember back in the bidet?
Oh, back in the
Glam.
day, I'm not I'm not
Proud
a
of
kid
that.
anymore.
Proud
what
of
do
that.
we got next, Jabes?
We got Strikeforce Energy.
StrikeForceEnergy.com. I'm hyped up on it.
Clearly.
Charged up. Charged up. It's like Drake. I'm
Sure.
charged up. Look, kids. It's no surprise, all right? Daddy got 2 hours sleep this morning. Wrapped up in a shawl. Wrapped up in a bunkie. Like baby Jesus in the manger. And the only way that I could pop on out of there and give you a show that you deserve today was with StrikeForceEnergy.com.
True story.
4 amazing flavors. Go and pick your own, dude. I'm not your fucking dad. Is your last name Patterson? Oh, cool. Then I'm not your fucking dad. Go to the website. Go to StrikeForceEnergy.com. It's the promo code REVOLUTION. 20% off. Pick your own fucking flavor, dude. All right? I like the orig. I also like the grape.
I like
I'm
the
also not going to tell you
lemon.
what to do because I'm not your fucking dad. Go to strikeforceenergy.com today. Promo code REVOLUTION, 20% off. I ship everywhere in the entire world. Maybe you don't even know your dad. So fuck. His last name could be Patterson. Shit, it could be me.
I
God
mean,
damn. What if I'm your
could be.
fucking dad? Like if you're not even watching this
Do you
on video
think you
right now,
have
and
any-
It's just audio, and I'm your fucking dad, and you're like, oh man.
do you think you have any illigids?
I don't.
Illigids?
I was pulled out. I was afraid of that. I was afraid of that whole sitch.
Not always 100%, you know.
I was 100% accurate. Unlike the Buckeyes today. Jesus Christ. I should have been on that floor, you know?
Right, with your pull-out game?
Yeah, my
Showing
pull-out
them how
game's
it's done?
Strong, dude. But yeah, no, I don't. I'm not. That doesn't worry me in this life. Whether or not I've got a kid out there.
Okay.
That one's off the table. So I feel positive about that. Nobody's gonna show up and be like, oh hey, what's up, dude?
Right.
Now there's some other shit in life that I'm like, well.
And he's right here. This has been a very long game.
Yeah. Is it you, Giorgio?
He's played the long game, and we've chosen
that
this
would be
moment.
the best long game of all time.
We've
For
chosen
2 years,
this moment.
You've been right next to me, and then it's just one day I show up, and it's like, hey man, it's Father's Day. We're doing a Father's Day episode, and you sit down in the chair, and you're like, Dad, it is Father's Day.
That's why I was so abrasive when we first met.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you look at him and go, oh my gosh, that's my eyes.
Yeah.
That's my nose.
My ojos.
That's my
Nailed it.
lips. He has my lips.
Yeah.
Every time I tweet,
Right.
Dad, tweet this.
Dad. Yep. So,
Yeah. I feel
not a lot of fanfare, I guess, for that, but
I'm fine
congratulations,
for
guys,
that. I'm fine on what? You know?
on finding each other.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how the night goes. We'll see how the night
We'll
progresses.
see how the night goes. Yeah. He's like,
I'm gonna ask for a little bit of blood on that one. A little sample, a little prick of the old finger, my man.
sure,
I'm gonna
sure.
need that.
Sure.
I'm gonna need that. Speaking of which, shit, we'll just go ham today since we're going hard. Who gives a fuck? I got a fucking text message from my life insurance dude tonight, me and Dan, and it was just like, hey man, so we need to check further into your records. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, dude? It's the energy, you know? It's the energy. They were like, how you doing it? How you doing it?
Uh-huh.
So they called the fucking TRT clinic, and they were like, hey dude, is this kid all hopped up on shit that we should know about? Like, how's he have this much fucking energy? And I was like, no way did they ask that. And they did. They did.
Really?
Yeah. So I had to release my records of like the thing, and they had to call me and be like, sir. And it was super professional. I was like, do I have fucking AIDS? Are you calling me with AIDS right
Yeah.
now? Like my doctor called me today and was just like, hey, I need your permission to give these medical records away. And I was like, for what?
Yeah.
Do I have AIDS?
Right.
And they were like, no, life insurance. And I was like, oh,
Right.
well, shit.
And you just kept asking him if you have AIDS. And
Yeah.
like, sir, we've told you
Kept her
literally
on the
from the
phone.
beginning of this phone call that you don't have AIDS.
20
Can
minutes
you
I
stop
kept this woman on
asking
the
us?
phone, and I was like, but are they asking for AIDS?
And so it's AIDS?
And she
Yeah.
goes, I go, what are you giving them? She was like, oh, the TRT and, obviously, because you have to get labs done, the blood drawn. And I was like,
Right.
oh, and is the blood for the AIDS?
Right, yeah.
And she was like, no, there's nothing with AIDS.
Sir, like
That's
this would be a really quick call.
Yep,
if
super
if
quick.
you stop asking about the AIDS.
And then
we could just get your permission
Yeah.
and this could be
And I went all
boop,
in. I
done.
go, level with me,
Is it
Becky.
AIDS? Is it AIDS? Is it full blown?
Level with
Is
me,
it
Becky.
HIV?
Where am I at? Am I fucking Eazy-E? Am
Yeah.
I Freddie Mercury? Or am I Sheen? Am I
Yeah.
gonna live through this? Level with me, Becky.
So when you complain about all these phone calls that you have to take and they last so long, you're part of the problem,
No,
right? You
on
could have
this
that could have
one.
been an easy,
I didn't need that
and
call
you
on a
just
Saturday.
needed to make sure.
Is today Saturday?
No,
It's fucking Friday, dude.
yeah, bro.
God damn it. I didn't need that call on Friday.
Yeah,
I need it on Friday or Saturday.
sure.
My God, man. This is my nights. This is my night with the ladies tonight. I was supposed to have some skinny girl wine. Not worried about me getting AIDS and shit all day.
Right.
But I don't. I don't have it. I don't have AIDS, so.
Yeah, and she told you that like second one.
Yeah, but I needed to know,
She really let you know that you didn't have it.
When you give out your blood samples, James, I hate to break this to you.
Sure,
You're going to
sure.
want to know if you are positive or negative. You're hearing a little clicking
I know, but
sound.
she
Yeah,
told-
it's
but
it's a woodpecker on the back
But
of that
she told you as soon as you got on the phone.
Yes.
And the first time you asked her, she said, no, you're good.
Yeah.
And you just kept.
Well, I said, are you positive? And then she goes, no, we're negative. And I was like, but are you? And then it was a nice who's on first
Sure.
type of bit. I'm sure she appreciated it.
I'm
you know?
sure.
I'm
'Cause
sure
she doesn't
appreciated
have other calls to
I didn't
make.
need that call today.
Yeah, absolutely.
On a Friday. I didn't need it.
No?
Meanwhile,
Even if it was Saturday.
one of my partners, who's the unhealthiest out of all of our friends, fucking fine. First
And you
one to get
guys know
passed,
who we're talking
sailed
about, by the way. Yeah.
Sailed by.
Oh, flying colors.
And even told the life insurance person, I think when I get older, I want to become a race car driver. What?
Practicing for it now.
What? Why would
And
you
I don't.
say that?
He goes, I don't like to wear seatbelts either.
Yeah.
Cool. They're cool with that.
So I got a bunch
Jumping
of race
out of
car
planes, still
questions,
do it,
all of
yep.
that shit. I get a bunch of race car questions, right?
Sure.
And then I was like, well, he's not going to pass. And they were like, well, he's the first one to pass. Me and Dan have nothing right now. Nothing. We're living blind out here.
Unbelievable.
I'm feeling my way through the whole shit. Speaking
You're
of
making your
living
way-
blind, guess who's blind now?
You're making your way downtown, you know?
Guess who's blind now?
Yep.
No. Demi Lovato is fucking blind now.
Is she?
Yes. She
Oh,
came out.
because of her
She's legally blind.
Sure, because of what happened?
The OD. So she lost her fucking sight, dude.
The OD.
Yeah, for real. She said, so she did an interview. She did a full doc that is coming out. And in this doc, she said that she's fucking legally blind after the OD in 2018. And
Did she go into any of the medical whatever behind that? Or she puked so much? Or what happened?
something happened. Like, because she was in the hospital for a long time. It could have been like a coma or whatever. But, like, she did a bunch of drugs. She told all the drugs she did. And then said, I'm fucking legally blind.
And then
So-
she also said, I'm not really sober either.
And then she said
No, she did.
She did.
She's like, I'm drinking now and smoking weed a little bit.
she shaved her head.
She
and then
backed
said
Giorgio.
She's got a new sexuality going on. So,
Oh, fun.
yeah. So Demi Lovato did all the things.
Good for
So
her.
if there was a reason not to OD, besides all of the sirens behind
I
me.
could get a little bit more noise.
Ah, there it is, baby, LA.
If I were to art direct
Drink
this,
it
I would
in.
need if we want to really
Yep.
if we want people to believe that we're in LA, I'm gonna need a horn.
There
Horn.
it is.
And
There
I
it
need
is.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, keep it going with this. Keep it going with the silent helicopter. Cue the helicopter.
Yep. So what I would do is start sending her to classes like high schools around the country about like
Sure.
what the dangers are of ODing. You're gonna change sexualities. You're gonna lose your fucking sight,
Yeah.
and then you know
Your hair's gonna fall.
you're gonna shave your head. That's what's gonna happen
Right.
to you.
Right.
So do you want to do all of those things?
Uh-huh.
If so, then fucking do drugs. If not, don't do drugs.
Godspeed. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Is that Xander loud as fuck all the time? It's almost as if you don't think
It
that we're shooting.
wasn't.
Every time. I'm kidding.
It wasn't. It wasn't. Okay, can we
I like
cue
to-
another
I like to
siren and
think.
go with the
There
siren?
it is.
Go siren,
Los Angeles, baby.
horn, and people yelling. Cue. Thank you.
So
I think
if you
people
thought I was
will
kidding
believe.
at the top of the show and I said we're in a bad part of town, well, it definitely was not. I definitely wasn't kidding about that.
Giorgio, is this just
Is this
fucked
hey,
up or
Georgia,
what?
Let me ask you this: Is it here for me to take me away after this show, after the Ohio State loss?
I think
Holy
so.
shit!
Right. Like, I wish we could. This is how RPR should be.
Oh my God!
Where you guys just get sauced.
It's just noisy. as
Noisier, you can't
shit.
hear any-
I'm here, dude. There's sirens, helicopters, and then Nelly. I love you, like I want to, and the car is just stopped with the fucking doors open. Like I can see it through the slats, and it's like,
Yep.
oh shit, who
It's
the fuck is
what?
picking you up down there? Oh, there's
It's
pedestrians. on the metro.
pedestrians.
Right, because there's so many
Which was a
homeless
really
here.
sweet way of saying.
Homeless people. I'll go ahead and say it. Hobos. H-O-B-O.
Oh, vagabonds.
Hobos.
Are
There's
we
a bunch
still-
of hobos out here. Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
bums, right.
It's bums to you. I'm from the South. It's hobos. Grab a fucking polka dot blanket, a stick, and a can of beans. Hop on a train, you hobo.
Does
That's what I
anyone call them vagabonds anymore?
No, they do in L.A. That's a very fun thing. Oh, don't worry about it. They're just vagabonds. They're not even homeless. They're just vagabonds. And that sounds like a nice name for
Right.
it. And all
They're
of the things.
unsheltered.
Unsheltered? Stop.
Yeah,
Stop. The
Mm-hmm. that's
other-
real, right?
Unhoused.
No, it's a shelter thing.
Yeah. The other beautiful part about this location is that at 4:59, they pulled a cage all the way across the front door
Yeah,
and
so
then
that we all,
walked
like,
that. And
We're
it was
staying
like,
the night, everyone.
oh, all right, cool. And then it was like buddy system. Like there was one of those leashes for children where it was like put a leash on your person there and then walk with him because somebody's getting murdered. You know. Put a leash on
Leashes
the person.
for your person, for your kids.
Whatever for your person, your kids, whoever it is. But I've never felt more at home. It's one of those cities where when we flew in, I said this to Georgia. I was like, holy fuck. And Dan, how did we ever live here in our lives and think that any of this was okay? Because it hasn't changed except for the fucking
Yeah, and you don't know what you
hobos.
don't know, right? You don't know what you don't know. Like, you
guess.
think, and there was a certain time on a serious note where you felt like if you left LA, everything that you built here or anything would be gone. That you couldn't do any kind of entertainment anywhere else but LA. That's what they have you believe, right?
Yeah.
And so you join the cult, and then one day you leave.
Yeah.
And then you're able to just live life somewhere else. And it's still very surprising to anyone that's from New York or LA, right? Oh, wait, I can actually run a successful entertainment business somewhere else besides this and have room and have, like, be able to drive around and...
But it's like after you spend enough time away from a place, you don't think that it's going to be that different. Like, I bet you when baby Jessica looked back inside the well 30 years later, she was just like, ah, shit. I remember it being smaller, and it was bigger. You know what I'm saying? She was just further down the well a little bit, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the way I feel about L.A., where I look at it and I was like, fuck, man, this isn't really that, you know? Like,
That
what
what?
did I see the allure in? This isn't different than what I thought in my mind by that much, where I was just like, well, this thing is here, but, like, how did I think that any of this was fine?
Because of exactly that. Like, exactly what I
guess.
just said, right?
Yes. I have a hard time with that one, though, because it is a fucking shithole here.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah.
Like, it is like 100% shit. And I'm sorry, Araceli. By the way, I know you live here. I know you took your guitar here and all that stuff, but it is a fucking hellhole here. I even told Araceli, I was like, I'm surprised you don't get out and go to Texas. Everybody else is going to Texas. Is that a possibility? Maybe, yeah. Yeah.
She needs to go there first.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
you don't know until you know,
Yeah.
right? But there's something about the grittiness of it. You feel like
There
this is
is.
where we're paying our dues. If you can make it sort of like if you can make it here,
Yeah.
you can make it
Anywhere.
anywhere.
But the problem
But
is...
that's New York.
Yeah, but the other problem is I was talking with a comedian friend of mine who we'll chat about next week, who we're doing a new show with.
Sure.
And I said, hey, man, like because we were talking about the paying your dues thing and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And he's like, back in the day when we lived here, you could still get something for like $800, right? You know? Or it's like you could pay your dues in a studio for $800 or whatever.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Now,
Mine was $7.
Your dues are $3,500 for a studio.
Exactly.
And then how do you do that on top of all of the other things? And that's where it gets weird. And that's why everybody's moving and leaving and all that shit. They just can't afford to be here anymore. Same with New York. You can't afford to, live a fucking Jay-Z and Alicia Keys song anymore, you know?
Right. The only difference with New York is that if you can get a place to live,
Yeah.
you can kind of make it work, right? Because you get paid so much for even whatever job, right? A hostess, a like waiter, whatever, and you're not driving and you're not parking, right?
Yeah.
So it's almost more possible there, even though it's more expensive, because here you get a place, but then you also need a car. You also need all of this other stuff because otherwise you're going to be working right down the street,
Yeah.
right? So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's-
every time I come, I'm just like, holy shit, man. You know? I'm surprised that I don't get knifed everywhere I go. I don't think about my rib cage out in public that much until I come here when I'm like, ah, shit. If I took one of those fucking shivs to the rib cage, that's it for daddy.
That would
My
be it.
life insurance hasn't even been approved yet, Jabes.
Yeah. You guys were a little bit late on cueing the lady screaming.
Ah, yes.
Next time, can we have that come in just a little bit? Roll again.
Well, the crack here is really
Yeah.
good. The crack here is better though than other cities. Like,
It's weird. I don't feel like in danger.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
I feel like they might annoy me, or
Who
like
knows?
ask me for whatever, or try and talk to me or something. But
Yeah,
I
yeah.
actually don't weirdly feel like I'm gonna get stabbed.
Okay.
Because don't you feel like there would be just stabbing victims all over the ground right now if that was the thing. I mean, I don't think that's
there was 5 or 6 that I stepped over to get in here. You know?
right.
Maybe that was me. You came at a better time, I think.
Maybe I came at a better time. I came at
We're in front of
golden
a
hour.
bus stop. Yeah, we're in front of a fucking bus stop.
I came into magic hour.
Yeah. Last but not least here, kids. Britney Spears wants to do a sit-down with Oprah Winfrey.
And we are motherfucking here for it.
Not here for it. I can't
No?
see Britney do this. Look, I understand she looked at the ratings of that and was just like, yo, if I can get my story out to
I
all these
want it
people.
to be put to bed. Like I want it to be put to bed once and for all. And I want her to go on Oprah, and I want everyone to be like, oh, okay.
Problem is, they're not
Maybe
gonna
put her back in the cage.
Right,
Do you know what I mean?
But I don't think Oprah's going to edit it so that she looks crazy.
Why wouldn't it? Look, there's not much you can do. There's not if she doesn't edit her. If she edits her to look sane, she has no footage, right? So even the tiniest little clip, you're gonna go, ah.
She let Meghan Markle off the hook with all that bullshit. So
She
like,
had a lot more to choose from. I'm sorry to say, right?
I mean, Britney's not gonna have a lot to choose from. Have you ever
And
heard
it's
of a
all
person
gonna be
who's off
fucking
their
crazy.
meds? Yes,
It's gonna be fucking crazy. So everything that she tries to cut up is gonna make her even crazier.
It's gonna be a harder edit, but she'll get through it. And look. I watched her Instagram, I think yesterday or the night before, and the white thing, and she was like, "Can you believe that this is me?" And it was just like video after video of her saying, "Can you believe this is me?" But it's like little child poses.
Yeah.
What was the photos
When
that
I
you would go
drank
with J.C. Penney's?
A glam shot.
What's that?
A glamour.
No, not the glam shots. It was called something else, like the fucking Ansel Adams or the. You asked for the behoovery or whatever it's called, right? Anyways, you get the whole set of things and whatever, and you're right.
Yeah, when I drink, one side of my face gets hot. Is that normal?
That's fine.
Cool.
It's
Let's
LA.
Let's keep going.
It's LA.
She might die, but the show must go on. Go ahead.
It feels like those, like, hey man, we're gonna take 3 different shots of your kids for like the wallet pictures.
Oh yeah, with like the flowers behind, and then the
Yes.
pull down thing.
And all of her Instagram is like that, and it's like, man, who's gonna do her up for all that other shit? Because here's what I'm no lie, and I'm being completely dead serious when I say this. Her father has the conservatorship right now, right?
Yes.
If he wants to keep that, he says, "Hey, Britt, doing this on your own.
Go.
Have fun.
Yep.
I will be nowhere
Yep.
near there, and you can be as fucking crazy
That's
as
a
you
good
want to
point.
be." And then everybody will watch this and be like, "Ah, shit."
And be like, maybe her father should be in
Yeah.
charge of all her money and steal it.
There
Yeah.
is a reason for this.
Right. No, I get that.
So, it's a lot. You'd be thrown into the fucking wolves. And if Oprah, so let's say she does go on there and she is crazy, right? Let's say I'm right, and because there is a chance that I'm not, for real. But let's say I am right. She goes on there, and Oprah fucking coddles her and gets her through this interview. Like,
Sure.
What are we doing?
Do you think Oprah would ask her about her medication, about her diagnosis, about
One would
all
hope.
of this?
I
I
would.
mean,
One
yeah.
would hope. But I'm not Oprah.
I mean, debatable, right?
Yeah. A lot of people say I'm the white
Some
Oprah.
people have really gotten you guys mixed up.
Yeah.
Just audio. Do you know what I mean? Like if they don't see you,
Yeah.
that's fucking Oprah, right?
Probably.
They swear that it's Oprah until they see you. That's happened many times.
Probably, but look, I don't want to see it personally because it's sad.
Yeah, no, that's
It's fucked
true.
up. I didn't want to see Biden falling down the fucking stairs today. Like that's sad. It's fucked up, but I knew it. Like I knew both of those things in advance. I think
Right.
both of those things are true and will happen. I think he's got dementia. I
Right.
think she's all fucking whacked out on meds because her parents, try to feed the whole family with everything that Britney was doing, and now
Right.
they're like, hey man, well, we're kind of stuck. But you look at it. If you look at it, she's made about $400 million. When's enough? If she goes on Oprah, hey man, let's do the whole shit. And
Yeah.
we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. It'd be hard to watch. It's the same thing with like Free Britney. I don't like it.
I don't either. It's creepy.
I mean, yeah, if you truly have her best interest in mind, then go ahead, keep it up, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't understand what conservatorship is, if you don't understand with bipolar 1, then fuck off,
Yeah.
right? I don't
Yeah.
know.
At least look into camera and say that you have a problem, admit it, and move on with your life. Like me right now. It's tonight's. I had a problem today.
Yeah.
Okay. I solved it, but I still need help with a bunkie. And I might just pull it over my head and go to sleep out here in the streets of Los Angeles.
And take a little night-night.
Take a little night-night, and then, Jessie will take me in, shelter me, hold me like a baby, like the new Lana Del Rey album says.
Yep.
There's a full song where she wants to hold her man
I
like a
will
baby, which
do
is
it-
creepy because she's 5'11", probably could hold her man like a baby.
Right.
I would like that, but I don't think you can do that to me.
No, I can't. I'll do it again like I do every night to you.
Okay.
So
Okay.
don't worry. Tonight is no different, right?
Okay. So tonight, I need some extra, some loving,
Right.
a little holding, and I'm going to put the bunkie over my head and go to sleep because it's been a long day for Ross, okay?
Sounds
Not aware,
good.
but with everything that went on today. But we had fun. We learned a lot, and that's what's important about these shows is that we learn a lot.
We learned a lot. We loved a lot.
Yes.
We
And
really went hard on
on who?
Mexicans, but I think it was.
love
I think
Mexicans,
you
man.
were. That's your way of showing Araceli that you love her. Do you know
I
what
love
I mean?
Mexican people.
Yeah.
I said I love Asians the other day on the show. Like,
Sure.
shit, man.
Sure.
Look, there's things that I'm going to say, Jessie, that are just true. Okay?
Okay.
All right? Like tonight, we're going to have Mexican food. Why? Because my Mexican friend didn't bring me any Mexican food. I got Mediterranean food. And I'm in Los Angeles, some of the best Mexican food on the planet. I want to go get Mexican food. Sorry I relied on my friends, okay?
All right, young boy.
I guess, they'll just let you down one more time. By the way, I did listen to that Lana Del Rey album. It's fucking awesome. Since we're in Los Angeles.
Yes, yes.
You Can Hold Me Like a Tiny Little Baby. The album was great. I loved it.
Will
And,
do.
It is what it is. It is what it is. Dan's camera lens right there. That is like that black man's cock that is in that meme. That is the biggest thing I've ever seen in
That
my
is
life.
awesome. Get a window. Get a shot inside a window. Maybe we get a
Yeah,
booby pic.
I like that a
Maybe
lot.
we get a nudie pic.
Yeah. Couple of nudes. Or you can just go out to the bus stop and see a homeless man jacking off into space, all over his own chest. James, it's been fun.
It has been.
I love you.
Something.
You look great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm just, ooh. This is our LA show where I'm chilly.
Oh my
We'll be
God.
back in the Kakalaki next week in North Carolina. And probably going to get some flautas tonight. Clap it up. And get some Mexican food from our real friends.
And those aren't flautas, but yeah.
Whatever, man. Tortillas. Did I say that right? Tortillas. You like how I rolled that double L?
Yes. Okay.
God damn right.
Okay.
James.
Well.
For Jessie
Oh,
Wiseman.
you cut already, right? Yeah.
AKA
Okay.
the Jables. I'm Ross Patterson. This is Revolution.
Welcome
Giorgio,
to
can
LA.
you shoot that? Can you get that helicopter?
Get
Another one.
it! You cued the helicopter.
Oh.
Good job, guys. Good job. Art
There it is.
direction.